one is retired and this one just got fired. They are going to the movies till the presence is required. They're not working man. They're not working man. I'm making beats. So this week I had a special guest. I got my dad to go to the movies with me. My dad is one of the reasons I love movies so much. We didn't go on a lot of vacations as a family growing up, but we went to the movies almost every week. I sat next to him in some of the best movies. Army of Darkness. I also sat next to him in Time Cop. He has a drawer at home with all of our movie stubs in it, and I haven't gone through it in a while, but every time I do, it just takes me right back to that seat next to him. And I can't believe it. That dad of mine turned 76 this week. So as part of his celebration, I thought, you know what would be perfect? Take him to a movie. And if we're going to the movies, I want to see a dad movie. And nothing says dad movie like Jason Statham. So we checked out A Working Man. And the irony there is that neither one of us is working right now. And I was really hoping for another Beekeeper, because you know who likes the Beekeeper? Dads. And if you're watching this, waiting for my review, I'm just going to tell you right up front, I loved it. I got a week where I'm tanking an A24 movie and celebrating a David Ayer film. The heart wants what it wants. Look, I don't know if you can spoil a Jason Statham movie at this point. We know what's gonna happen in this movie. Someone's gonna wrong Jason Statham, and then Jason Statham's gonna do what he does. So I'm gonna touch on some points that I liked from the movie. If you wanna go in blind, which, whatever, I loved it. The second the movie started with Balboa Productions, I knew we were in the right theater. This movie has everything. A grandpa that has my vibes. A character named Viper, who's the head of HR and recruiting. 2 Matrix henchmen. Dance Club Jesus, complete with bullet stigmata. A biker king working out of a honky-tonk, complete with a gang of Rob Zombie movie extras. Excessive Jason Statham feeding. You know that thing like he ate? Jason Statham ate in this movie. And I mean that in every way. The first 3 times you see Statham in this movie, somebody's giving him food. So the trailer gives you a little bit of a heads up that the main villains in this movie are human traffickers. And I thought Taken had cornered the market on making a really shadowy cabal of people that are buying and selling other people. But this movie gives you a villain that is dressed somewhere in between the Burgess Meredith Penguin and Dr. Demento. The guy has a cigarette holder, a top hat, and is wearing a cape. And one of the first lines that you hear from this guy is they go, "Hey, she tried to escape. She got a little dirty. We're going to go clean her off for you before your date tonight." And he goes, "No, I like her dirty." Wow. Yeah. That kind of guy. By the way, this guy gets folded like laundry the second Statham shows up. I like how unprepared these villains are for Jason Statham. Like the second he starts Stathaming, everybody's like, "Oh no!" He does use a lot of construction equipment to bash people's heads in. He throws a bag of concrete at a guy, and I'm here for that. The climax of this movie takes place in a Dracula castle, complete with a moon that is so large and so low, it looks like it's sitting in the yard, and they leave it there just to give characters that werewolf shot. Ow! I love it. Statham also has a crew that he's kind of "I need your help one last time." Terrible Statham impression. And it's comprised of a blind David Harbour who's living in the woods, amassing this huge gun collection. It's like the Continental from John Wick, except it's in a shack, with string lights in the yard. He's always sitting out by a fire like my buddy Jordan with a bottle of whiskey, and he's just kicking it "We had some crazy times, didn't we?" And Statham's "Sorry about the eyes." In this movie, every time you see a business with the word Chicago in it, it's a front for the mob. Chicago Cleaning, body disposal. Chicago Electric, body creation. I didn't even notice this in the trailer because honestly, who pays attention to trailers for stuff like this? You're either in or you're out. But there's a gag in the trailer where Statham does something that I haven't seen done before, and maybe that's just because I'm behind on my Call of Duty games. But in movies where people hide behind something and they wait till the shooting stops and they pop out and they shoot, there is a hack for this that never occurred to me until I saw this movie. But at one point, Statham is hiding behind something. He puts his camera over the wall, and then he flips down a screen that has his cell phone on it, and there's a little tiny camera on the front of the gun, and he can just kind of aim, just looking at the screen, only his hands exposed. And I'm going, guys, that's how we should be doing that. Nobody should be popping up anymore. We just, Of course, if the other guy has it, then I guess his hand is the only thing that's out, but still, you can get hand shot for sure. I saw that earlier in the movie. Guys, maybe I like bad movies. I learned it from watching you, Dad. I rate this movie 9 to 5 stars. Call your dad, take your dad to the movies. He will unabashedly love this movie and you will have a good time watching him enjoy it. Dad, I know if you're watching this, you're going, hey, look at that neat video you made on your computer. You know what else you can use your computer for? Getting a job. So I'm gonna get on that. Favorite dad movie in the comments. Also, if you wanna say happy birthday to Pop, I know he'd love it. Happy birthday, Pop. Dad movies forever. Till next time.